Hello, little stars, and welcome back to If Siren Call by the darkpetal16. This spy here is the bad endings video. So, we're going to set a like goal because, unfortunately, due to the length of this, I had to split them in two because, yeah, it was getting a bit long. So, 10 likes and you get the last of the bad endings. This one here contains 5 of the 9 bad endings. So, if you want to see the last 4, be sure to hit that goal. So how this one is structured is simply, you've got this little part I'm talking at the start, then you've got the warnings, because everyone needs to have the warnings, and then we go straight into the bad endings, and after each bad ending, I will give my own input, or like explain more of the situation, or why something maybe happened the way it did, or what MC probably could have done different. But either way, I hope you're going to enjoy it. And remember guys, once the like goal is hit, being 10 likes, you'll get another episode up as soon as possible. That being said, bye, and I'll see you guys at the end of the video.
Hello my little stars, and welcome to If Siren Call by the darkpetal16. Viewer discretion is advised. Now I'm going to read through the warnings for this one, so everyone is aware of what they're getting involved into. Now warning, this will also contain me talking about some spoilers, just to make it clear about why each warning is in place, okay? I have actually played this all the way through at this time, so I'm adding this in post-edit. So, on top of that, it will contain me flirting, kissing and cuddling a skeleton siren and literally not giving a toss about humanity. But please keep in mind that in a normal situation, I do not condone death to humanity. It's just they are bad people and bad things happen to bad people. That being said, this is a 15+ game, a lower rating than If Mafia Fell, and this is a romance horror, so keep that in mind. If that already is not your cup of tea, you're not going to want to watch this. Right, gonna go through the warnings. So the first warning is an animal death. This by here, the only animal that does die during this, it is, you get offered a seal carcass after the siren is told that you haven't been eating. And since he's already quite fond of you at this point, he decides to get you food. And that's pretty much all that is. Altered state. Siren call causes loss of control over body and choices. Which makes sense. It's more to do with the bad endings. And it's also to help build trust between you and the siren. And on top of that, you've also got an implied drug use when it comes to like the other form he has. Again, you were warned about this, but since I've got to hold people's hands from time to time, I'm going to have to go into more detail. Assault, because humanity is stupid in this and automatically jump the gun and think that you've done stuff, so they decide to beat you up for it. Bad endings, there's 9 in total, meaning I've got a lot to find. Bullying, because the humans for some freaking reason feel the need to pick on you at every freaking turn. Death, because it's an Undertale game, why wouldn't there be death? Gore, if you've seen If Mafia Fell, you know what you're expecting. It gets pretty graphic, okay? Gun violence. Again, if you've seen If Mafia Fell, then this is no, like, difference. And also, the gun violence, it's not really something you directly see. You get to read about the aftermaths, okay? Kidnapping. Because why wouldn't I get kidnapped from time to time? Or other people? I don't know what this is, though. Unfortunately, I don't know for the life of me what this word means. Murder, because again, it's in Mafia. If you've seen If Mafia Fell, you know what to expect. And also, it's an Undertale game. Why wouldn't there be murder? Obsession, because we're dealing with a yandere siren. Profanity, because why wouldn't there be? Racism, because humanity's always got an issue with anything that's different, be it freaking monsters or beasts. Skeletons, because skeletons. Very bad endings. Yes, you can actually get eaten in this one. Violence, because again, this is one of those type of games. And on top of that, it does contain swearing. Including myself does accidentally swear from time to time because I honestly get so invested in this game that it just slips out. But don't worry, I've gone ahead and edited out as much as I can of the swearing. So that way then you don't hear me accidentally let it slip. So, yeah. That being said, if you're uncomfortable with any of those themes, and you technically also got spoiled a little bit of what this is about, then don't freaking watch, okay? You've been warned. Don't watch stuff you're not gonna like, plain and simply, and don't complain about it when you've been given the warnings ahead of time, okay? I don't want to have to constantly babysit people and hold their hands all the way through videos, alright? That's not my job. The warning's in place. It is 15 plus, a horror romance, mostly focusing on the cutesy horror aspects, but it's about an extremely yandere Siren skeleton who becomes obsessed with you, alright? Are we all good? If people are okay to go ahead, off you go. Everybody else, leave. It's just not for you, okay? This warning will be put on each of the videos going forward that contain any of the following. Alright, good, fantastic, great, wonderful. Off we go.
Hello my little stars and welcome back to If Siren Called by the darkpetal16. Within 4 hours you guys smashed the like goal for 10 likes to have another episode. So sorry this one took a little bit to do. Gonna add this in post-edit at the start. That being said, if I ended up actually combining this properly, you won't notice the transition. We will see if I become even remotely professional in what I do. Either way, that being said, we are hunting for the bad endings. There are 9 in total. One of the bad endings I'm pretty sure will result in us getting eaten. And I'm pretty sure it's this one here. So I'm going to first set up the situation for you guys. And then we'll have a look at the bad ending. And then at the end, I will talk about it a bit more in depth. And give my own thought of what I thought. My own thoughts about it. Okay, so how this one sets up is we just left the wretched... waste of space Dr. Greenberg, and we've headed out onto the ice using our snowjet. This is our first time here in the Arctic, and we are going to set up our machine. And while we are there, we are suddenly get this feeling that we are being watched. So what I originally did in my first run through was completely ignore it, because I have played If Dadster, and if it has taught me anything, if ever you've got somebody watching you, freaking ignore them for all you can do until he finally feels himself to you, because otherwise if you go looking for trouble, trouble will freaking come and get you. So remember, don't be nosy, be smart. Pretend you see nothing until the danger comes in your face. Then you can acknowledge it's there. At least in terms of Dusttail. Anyway, let's see if I was onto something. Let's see if this is the first bad ending. As the sun dips down, you forgot how early the sun goes down here. You click your tongue in annoyance. So yeah, we're also dealing with the fact that it is getting dark. This is before we pull out our soul. So Sans has yet to see it in this moment, and we know that he does see it according to Sans's perspectives in the last episode. The hair on the back of your neck rises up. You stop working. A tingle goes down your spine and your heart thumps in your chest. You feel as if you're being watched. I glance up and you see nothing on the horizon. So what I originally did was dismiss it and keep working, which turned out to be the best option. So we're gonna do the stupid thing. No, this isn't right. Let's keep looking around. Let's see if we can find where the danger is. You keep looking around, certain that something is wrong. There's a sickening knot in your stomach that can't be ignored. Something is here. Yeah, he's here, alright. Trust me, he's a lot closer than you think he is. Your pink eyes scan the horizons, but you see nothing. You look to the skies and see nothing. Oh, God. Oh, wait, wasn't he directly below? Oh, no. It's gonna be like out of a horror movie. Oh, no. We're only gonna see his ring lights, aren't we? He's gonna be directly below my goddamn feet. Oh, God. You look down and you see 2 ring lights. Gosh, darn it all. Okay, now that we have... Oh, God. Okay, so as long as MC doesn't panic, we should be fine. Sans didn't go for us because, you know, he was intrigued. He was fascinated. Dang it, when you look directly at the freaking danger right in the eyes and you just caught it. Oh, dang, freaking... Oh, God, what's he gonna do? Beneath the dark eyes, you vaguely see the shape of a skeleton beneath you, and his eye stalks are 2 ring lights that are fixated on your face, which is a good thing. He's still keeping eye contact. Now, depending what MC does here could result in her freaking dying or stalling for time. As long as she doesn't scream, and freak out, we should be fine. Because again, Sans didn't attack us during the other option because we were staying calm, we didn't make a lot of loud noises, we were just humming. And he was just more interested in observing us for a long time. And because he's technically an apex ocean predator, you know, if prey is suddenly gonna run, then that's probably definitely gonna trigger his instincts to, oh, I've got to make sure, you know, food doesn't run away from me, and let's not do that. Let's try and stall for as much time as possible. Just keep watching him. You scream, God freaking damn it, woman! I forgot, didn't I? Of course MC screams. Why wouldn't she? She's scared. She's cowardly. She's frightened little bean. She is. You scramble back away. Why would you move? Unless he's coming for you, don't freaking move. Now you're making yourself look like prey to him. Gosh darn it all. You scramble back and away from the creature beneath you. He's going to move now. The ice cracks from the spot you previously stood in. Oh wait, did we cause the cracks or did he cause it? A hand bursts out and claws at the air. Oh Christ, it's because we moved, see? That's why the hand reached out. We reached up to try and grab us because we suddenly moved. If she hadn't moved, he may not have gone to grab us straight away. He may have just watched us for a bit longer, assessing what to do. That's what I think probably might have happened. Or my character probably should have decided, instead of running back, to try and climb. Like, I don't know what the machine looks like. I'm assuming it's quite a big machine. To try and get the other side of it to put something between you and Sans. Because that is always a good idea. If it's any predator, anything at all, you normally want to put something in front of you. Like if you're in the water with a shark, you normally want to try and put something between you and the shark. You know, just so that it goes for the thing in your hand rather than for you. That's always a top tip if you go underwater, like swimming and stuff with like a camera. Put the camera in the front so the shark grabs the camera and not you, if possible. Don't worry, the shark will be fine even if it grabs the camera. Stars above. You turn your heels to run away. You're on ice. Don't run, especially after he's jumped up the water. The freaking water from him coming up is going to be on it. It's going to be slippery. The ice beneath you has been splashed with water and you slip. Okay, so at this point, just crawl because the freaking ice has now been compromised. Ice has cracked now, so that means a lot of weight on this. I don't know how heavy MC is, and I don't know fully how heavy Sans is in this exact moment. So any added weight could cause it to crack further. At least when you're crawling across the ice, you should be fine. Yes, Sans can probably still get you, but it's a lot better than, you know, getting up and literally pummeling straight in the water with him. You'll probably get killed from the freezing cold water. Oh, blooming heck. There's no saving this. Everything that could have gone wrong has gone wrong in this moment. I am so freaking dead. Oh, man. Oh, God. You fall forward, only barely catching yourself on your elbows when you run. Ow, this gotta hurt, because it's solid ice. Frantically, you tried to stand back up. Why stand? The ice cracks and splits beneath you. Oh, for freaking heck. You can hear the sound of water splashing and sloshing. Oh, God, Sans is getting out of the water. You dare a glance back, and you see the creature has half pulled itself out of the water onto the ice. Oh my God! It's like out of a horror movie! Oh my God! It grins at you, oh my God, we have triggered his animal instincts. Oh shit! Your heart jumps to your throat as it opens its mouth. Oh, we don't have the freaking noise cancelling headphones on. Shit! Oh Christ. Oh no. Oh no! Stop moving. Oh, dang it. You stop moving. Oh, dang. Your body floods with comfort and you sag. You limply flop uselessly against the ice as the creature crawls your way. It grips your ankle. Stay still. You stay still as it begins to drag you across the ice. You plummet into the water and your world goes dark. Bad ending 1. Dinner is served. Huh. Alright. Yes, we died, but I will give credit to Sans. That was actually really sweet of him. Now hear me out why I'm saying that. Sans could have easily broke an ankle, broke any bone in our body, could have easily violently grabbed us and yoinked us back, but he didn't. He chose to use his siren song to get you to not panic anymore, and also it gave you a sense of comfort. You actually, in a sense, went numb, meaning that whatever happened to you after that, you wouldn't necessarily feel it anymore. Comparing it to every other person that has died in this, that is actually kind of a really, like, yes, it's a tragic outcome for your character, but it's not as bad as it could have been. In your final moments, you didn't even feel it. So, at least he did give you some mercy, compared to, like, the others where he did not do so. In fact, James was screaming for some time before he met his inevitable demise, and I'm still looking forward to seeing that. I mean, oh no, how tragic, how shame, oh poor James, poor unfortunate soul in pain, oh dear. But anyway, I at least hope Sans got, a decent amount of food, and, he enjoyed it. I mean... How this could have been avoided? MC had noise-cancelling headphones. They would have released them, made it so that she wouldn't have been affected by Sans. But also, I think her screaming really did not help that. If she had just kept watching him, he might have just become, like, fascinated with you a little bit in that moment because, you're looking directly at him. You've now made him aware that you can see him and he can see you. So... normally what happens is then a predator will engage, like, how you react to them. If you suddenly panic and run, your prey, you are necessarily telling that animal, that predator, that you are indeed a food source that is scared that you are going to eat them, hence why they will go for you. It's kind of like a dog when it senses you're scared of them. Or like a shark. Because normally sharks are ambush predators, so it's a very good idea to look at the shark that's coming at you and try to redirect them to go the other way by grabbing the tip of their nose and then trying to use some force to try and push it along and away from you. But again, I'm not an expert in these things, but it's still, like, a good idea sometimes to, like, try not to freak out in front of a freaking animal that is going to probably try to kill you. Because if you don't act a certain way, the animal then realizes, oh, you're not prey food. Sans, though, isn't exactly an animal, and he's quite intelligent, so I don't know how much of what I said would have really freaking helped, but I still think the last thing she should have done was freaking scream at him. And then run. Because you run, and then he's like, no, I don't want you to get away from me. Seriously. Gosh darn it all. But again, you could have, there could have been, a different outcome here. He could have chosen not to use the siren voice, and then you would have felt every single moment of your final, final moments. You would have felt so much pain in that moment, but he didn't. He gave you a mercy in his own way, using the siren voice, so that was kind of sweet. I don't know if he did it intentionally, or maybe that's just how he generally hunts, but it's definitely, not what he did with, Dr. Greenberg and all them. But then again, those were, revenge killings. And this is more of, food. Because he's not trying to get revenge on me, because if he did, he would have just beaten the freaking fudging out of me. He could have easily done what he did to the others, but he didn't, so he didn't come there for revenge. At all. And my sweet scent is technically what brought him there, so... I don't know, that's not, the worst death for me, if I'm honest, out of the If series. I do find that in its own right, it has its own kind of, bittersweetness to it. Because at the end of the day, Sans still needs to eat because he's got the LV cravings. So, yeah. Okay, well, that was ending one. Well, bad ending one. I'm really glad that it didn't go, super gory or graphic like some of the other games I've played that have those kind of, endings. For example, Corpse Party is a bad one. Or the one, I want to name another game, but I'm I should probably not mention it, because you're not allowed to, stream it or anything on YouTube, so probably better I don't even mention the game. But yeah. Aw. So that was what not to do when faced with the undead Siren. Make sure you show your soul to him before anything else. Gosh darn it, Sans. Okay, so what do you guys think? What did you think of Bad Ending 1? Let me know down below. Like, literally, just tell me your own opinions about each of the bad endings. What did you think of each of them? Okay, so that one, I still, in a sense, became a part of Sans. I became food. I could say something else, but I guaranteed probably darkpetal's gonna take it right out of my head, right out of my mouth. We were all thinking the same thing I am, that he could have acted you in a different way. I'm sorry. You know it was coming eventually. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go find the next ending now, okay? I'm gonna go be ashamed in the corner for a while. Okay, so welcome back. So right now we are at the point where we have first met Sans for the very first time. Sans has actually shown himself to us. We spotted him on one of the security cameras while the others went out to go find that slug of a man, Dr. Greenberg. But we're not going to bother talking about him because he's not important, okay? We're just going to pretend he doesn't exist. And when we approached Sans, we were trying to have a conversation with him. Keep in mind, we've got our noise-cancelling headphones on. And we tried to see if he understood sign language, but he didn't seem to react to it. So what I ended up doing originally was having a one-sided conversation, because according to my character and from everything we read prior, before this point, that is technically how we started to bond with Dr. Dadster, when he started to open up more. So this time, what we're going to do is, you're at a loss of what to do. You don't have a pen and paper, maybe you should head back. This I didn't choose because I really did think it was the worst thing for me to do, since I'm not directly talking to him and telling him I'm going to be coming back. So I literally assumed in my head that he might get the wrong idea and probably try to grab me or try and stop me, that he might just start to panic. But I wasn't entirely sure if I had any validation at that point with that. But in my back of my mind, that's what I thought, because I didn't think it was right for me just to walk away and not say anything, because he clearly did understand me a little. Even if he couldn't understand the sign language, he could still technically understand what I was saying. So let's see what happens when we decide to try to walk away and not tell him. You perch your lips, uncertain what else to do. Maybe you could grab something from inside. You turn around and start to walk away. You make it 2 steps when you feel vibrations underneath the water. What was happening? The ice cracked and splinters underneath you. Sans, what are you doing? Mind-numbing adrenaline rocks through you, and you move to sprint away, but something wraps around your ankle. What? What is happening? You turn your head to see a black clawed hand has gripped your ankle tightly. You follow the hand to see that the Siren has thrown himself onto the ice to grab you. Oh, so when he lands on the ice, yeah, he is technically heavy enough to cause it to crack, so that's what it was. His rings of light are turned into slits. Oh no! Oh, when there's slits, it's normally associated with a negative feeling, like sadness, was it anger, fear. I don't know if it's also sadness that makes them go like slits. His smiling face is contorted in deranged panic as he looks at you pleadingly. Oh, he thought I wasn't going to come back. The ice cracks beneath you from his weight, and you both plummet in the Arctic water. Oh, shit! Your burning pain sears through you. It's a shock of agony that overtakes every nerve in your body. The bitter cold is too intense for your brain to process, and so it feels as if you're being submerged in lava instead of ice. Oh god, I'm going to die of hypothermia. In the second it took you to fall into the water, you feel the headphones have been pulled off? Sans! Oh! Okay. It's okay. The pain ebbs away. A sweet melodic voice fills your mind and lulls you into relaxation. I'm here, the voice sings to you. The skeleton hand grips the side of your face. One deep breath in. Let everything go. You obey the voice and sink in. And that's the thing you remember. Ending 2, don't leave me. Oh, I have quite a few things to say about that one. Okay, so if you're not aware of what exactly happened there, Sans turns you into a Siren. 100% Sans has turned you into a Siren at this point. First of all, well done on Sans' part, first of all. I'm going to give him at least some credit here. First of all, what MC did wrong was walk away and not tell him what she was doing. She should have told him to just reassure him that, hey, hold on a sec, I'm going to be right back. Even if she's not sure if he can understand her or not, she should have at least like tried to give an indication that it's okay, don't go anywhere, I'll be right back. But what Sans did there in that moment technically saves your life. So him, first of all, getting off the headphones, because he knows for a fact that with the headphones in the way, you can't hear him. He straight away tells you that it's okay and numbs the feelings you're having right now, so you're not feeling that intense pain anymore, and then just tells you to let go, because in turn it makes you into a siren so you don't drown to death. So he technically saves your life. Yes, he's partially the reason you fell in the first place, but to be fair, he was panicking because he didn't know if you were just flat out leaving him, and he just found his mate. So, quick reflexes, quick thinking, given the situation, what just happened. I mean, he could have also just flat out panicked seeing you go into the water with him, realizing, oh, cold water with human body does not mix. Human could die. And also so quick to get right onto it. But yeah, I think once you become a siren, your memories just go completely. I would love to see it, if I'm honest, and I don't know if darkpetals is ever going to see this one, but if you do darkpetals, what I would love to see is maybe having just maybe like a dabble or something, just to explore the aspect of a what if situation where you do become a siren, to see like how it is with Sans, or to at least like be able to see like Sans' world, maybe. Ugh. Just please do not like make me attached to like Sans' like orca pod, please. I already cannot handle, the pod is gone, that makes me sad. That being said, that one I will say could have been easily avoided, as we know, by just talking to him. But again, it was never done out of aggression. What he did hold on to you tightly because he was afraid that if he let you go, he would lose you and you wouldn't come back. But we can also tell from this that it's through us constantly coming back and talking to him that he feels more and more relaxed, that he becomes more and more aware that, yeah, he can trust us. We are going to always come back to see him. And we build that trust. That's what this adventure really takes you through with him. It is building that bond and that trust with him to make him feel like more relaxed, to the point where he's okay with you leaving him for like the night to go sleep in your quarters and then coming back the next day. And then if suddenly like your routine gets interrupted because a bunch of freaking assholes decide, oh, nobody can leave the base because people are dying because they're stupidly getting near you all the time. You know? Like something breaks that routine, then yeah, he's gonna act out. Sans is so fragile, and I feel so bad for him. This just proves how very freaking fragile he is as well. And this again is just like early days. This is just the day after he sees you at the machine the first time when he's watching you. The one where you can get eaten. So he has seen our soul at this point. Okay, so let's go and find the next bad ending. That was an interesting look at Sans there. Also, leave it to my character. Again, I put the blame on MC. So far, I'm blamed Sans. I can blame Sans for like landing on the ice though. But given the situation, he could have also technically hurt himself when he did that, by the way. I need to keep that in mind, because he still technically like jumps out, slams into freaking hard, solid ice. Thankfully, I'm assuming that he has got a layer of blubber. Future Twinkle here chiming in to say, yes, I was correct. Orcas do have a layer of blubber. It's just underneath the whale's skin, and it is technically like fatty cells and fibrous tissues. This particular blubber is so important to the animal that not only does it help make them resistant to like the cold temp, and that's kind of like stops them from getting heat loss, but it also can be broken down when food is scarcely available, so that way they get extra energy. So yeah, I do like the fact that Sans has an orca tail. There's a lot of benefits from being part orca, not to mention being a skeleton makes him immune to the cold in general, meaning that's why the blizzards don't affect him. The cold never bothered him anyway. That being said, I hope that when we become a siren, we get an orca tail, because otherwise, I would just not cope with the cold, and I'd be like, Sans, you know what, I changed my mind, I don't want to be a siren anymore, can I go back to being a freaking human? Can you just, like, chuck me out of the water and like, I'll happily become a penguin again. Penguin with all the coats. Anyway, moving on, let's go find the next ending. Okay, sorry about that. I didn't notice that when I was, like, taking a look at ending 2 that there was no music, because apparently the music wasn't playing again. That being said, this next one by here I think might lead us to ending 3. This by here is after we just had that interaction where we, you know, say about having a one-sided conversation with Dadster, it takes us to this, where we then say, "Hi," you say, "I'm TwinklePhoenix." He taps at the side of his head. He wants you to remove your headphones. So what I originally did here was, no, keep my headphones on, because it's the smartest thing to do. This is our first time meeting him. But let's find out what we do if we don't do that. I'm pretty sure what's going to happen is he's going to freaking use his siren call, and then he's just going to have me go straight into the freaking water. Because we haven't yet established that level fully with trust yet with him. He likes us, yes, and he wants to keep you, but you haven't, like, established a proper bond yet with him, where he's gotten to know you more closely, whereas he does when, you know, eventually take it off further along in the story. At this point, it's just, like, the next day after you've shown your soul, so he doesn't have that in him yet. So, yeah, it's sometimes it's better to get to know a person before you just jump straight into becoming a siren. But hey, let's see what happens when we stupidly take off the headphones on the first try, and we'll see if I actually am right, that wasn't the smartest move on MC's part. Okay, you remove your headphones. He smiles at you. "I knew it," he sings to you in a sweet melodic voice. At once your head becomes fuzzy and you sway on your feet. He stretches his hand at you. "You're ready, aren't you?" He asks. "That's why you came out here." "Oh God, that's why you presented to me." Oh boy. He's referring obviously to you showing your soul. You sway side to side, utterly enraptured, because we can't in this moment actually correct him or say anything because we're under the influence. "Come here." You start to walk forward, ignoring how the ice cracks under you. "Be with me." It splinters, a sound that would normally scare you, but all you can think about is him. Him. You reach out a hand to him, and the ice breaks beneath you and you fall, but it's okay. He joins you in the water. He sings his sweet, sweet song just for you. One deep breath in, let everything go. You obey the voice and suck in, and that's the thing you remember. Ending 3, be with me. So I'm really glad I actually didn't get this ending straight away, because otherwise it pretty much would have given it away that Sans was referring to the soul thing, whereas I could only throughout my first playthrough kind of like guess it was me showing the soul because of what like Daddy Dadster said. So, but here to Sans, unfortunately, because we can't, you know, talk back because we're under the influence, he kind of takes it as a yes, take me now, Romeo, I'm ready to be yours, when that's not the case. Gosh darn it, Sans. That was Sans jumping the gun there. But also, technically, I had to make the option to remove the headphones for MC, so I don't know fully if I can put the blame on MC when it's technically me in control of the choice there. But overall, this ending can be taken in 2 ways, because, again, you have to make the subconscious choice to trust Sans. And then Sans just decides to sing to you. Because bear in mind, if you don't take off the headphones the first time, when it comes to taking it off the second time, you do make it clear to Sans your boundaries, and you tell him that so long as he won't sing to you. But we didn't even get to say that. At no point does MC, you know, come out and tell him that at all. She just willingly, because of my choice, me actually choosing for her to take off the headphones, you never actually make it clear the boundaries to him. So yeah, of course he's gonna get excited because he's like, oh, you're actually ready, you want to do this, oh my gosh, you came here for me. And you know, he's just so consumed and just so overwhelmed in that moment. He's like a puppy that gets to see their owner like the next day and, you know, just love on them. Or like Poppy when she sees food, because my god, Poppy with food. That's like the moment of pure joy for that cat. That kitten loves food. But yeah, that was sweet. Technically, it also is kind of concerning because all of a sudden thought you don't really have a choice. You can't really tell Sans no during that situation. But at the same time, as soon as you go in the water, I'm assuming technically you are taking in water in your lungs. But because like Sans has affected you in the way he has, you don't necessarily notice because you're just so enraptured by him. So then when you become a siren, you know, that doesn't matter anymore. All that matters is you are with Sans. And it's another like cute ending in its own way, but also slightly disturbing. Take it however you will, that one. I mean, again, he wasn't being like pushy. He actually wanted you to make the choice to take off the headphone, which you did, and in turn he interpreted that as you being ready now, which is kind of cute. Look, I'm gonna find cuteness in the smallest things. Leave me be. If you didn't like that ending, fair enough. Let's go find the next one. I'm guessing it's probably gonna have to do with when we are talking with Daddy Gaster, I'm assuming. Because that's like the only other time I think something could happen. Is probably with Daddy Gaster at this point. So I think maybe that's where I'll find ending 4. But I'm not sure. So let me see if I can track it down and then we'll cover ending 4. So I'll be right back.
Okay, so, but here of course we are at the part where we have talked with Dr. Gaster, and then he asks you specifically, do you feel safe? Do you want to come home? Because we say about Dr. Greenberg had been killed. So what I originally did was say no, because we had told Sans that we were coming back the next day. Now, what I imagine is going to probably happen if I just up and go home, I think Sans is going to 100% find me, because obviously from the ending in the main run, we discovered that Sans has another form, which is a moth, meaning he can easily come out of the water if he wants to and come and get me. Not to mention, he has had years of practice hunting down these humans from the Asterix company, so I'm pretty sure that if I just go home, I am still not safe there. So let's just see what happens if I go home. Yes, you feel unsafe and you want to go home. You pull up the capsule and shatter it in your hand. Also, I have no clue where the music keeps disappearing to. I keep breaking it. Dang it. I'm so sorry. I'll just throw in my own music. At once, you're enveloped by darkness that obscures your vision. You free fall into an abyss of magic. You abruptly land on top of a hard desk with a oof! A familiar plaster ceiling is above you. The air smells like stale coffee, paper and ink. You sit up abruptly as a hand touches your shoulder. You turn your head and smile at Dr. Gaster. You land on top of his desk, back in your laboratory. Dr. Gaster smiles kindly at you, and he pulls his hands back to sign, "Welcome home." "I'm home," you say. "And for weeks, everything's okay." Okay, so for weeks I'm fine. I'm assuming it's because Sans is way too busy at trying to take vengeance on every single thing that moves at the base. So it's fine. You think it's a blessing in disguise when you and Dr. Gaster find out that everyone at the research base went missing. Ha! They were missing, huh? Anyway, when the original boat that dropped you off never returned the same day. Wait, did Sans capsize the boat? What happened to the boat? Did Sans, like, capsize it? Did Sans actually take out the boat? Darkpetals, can you confirm or deny if Sans took out the boat? If he did, damn, that is one very determined siren. Oh my god. As neither of you are a part of the company, you don't know much more about that. Whatever happened, you'll never know. And that's okay. There's not much else you can do but return to a life of normalcy. You work with Dr. Gaster in the day and return to your city apartment at night. I'm in an apartment at night, alone. Oh god. You take a new project, one that requires no travel, and carry on about your business. And then you have a nightmare. Oh no, my PTSD from freaking if Mafia fella's kicking in. A plague and one that leaves you mentally scrambled. I wonder what I was.
You wake up screaming and anxious, and you sit alone in the bedroom for several seconds trying to calm your heart. You try to swallow and realize that your throat is dry and mouth parched. You push back your covers and get out of bed and rub your eyes as you walk down the hallway to the kitchen. In the middle of the night, do I not have a pet? Am I seriously home alone? Oh God! No, that is not what you want to hear. Oh God, is that sounds? You turn your head to the source. It sounds like it came from your balcony. Oh God, Sam's found me. Also, wow, baby boy. Oh God. That is not half eerie, though. If you're suddenly in your apartment, God knows how many floors... Because we know our apartment is, like, several floors up from, like, the bonuses. Because, like, we go through a few floors to go down. And I'm assuming we're still in that apartment. That's not concerning. There it is again. That can't be right. Are you still dreaming? Well, if you are dreaming, it's freaking loud. You're on the 5th floor. See, that does not make me feel happy at all. If there's like constant tapping, I'll be like, maybe there's just something that's, you know, just tapping the window for casualties. You know, God damn it. You're in an apartment complex in the city. The fire escape's on the opposite side and locked up. There can't be anything out there. So what are you hearing? Maybe it's a random bird just out in the middle of the night, you know, just randomly decided, oh, I don't like my life. I don't like glass. God damn it. Oh God. The fact that it's constantly tapping, I don't like that. It must be something stuck in the wind. A plastic bag with something inside it that's hitting your balcony door. Just right. No! What do you mean? If it was a plastic bag, you'd hear the freaking rustling, you freaking dingbat. You'd hear, like, the constant ruffle, like, the rustling, not just a simple tap. That's not a freaking plastic bag. That is literally something hitting it. It makes me think of, like, if, like, a tree branch was hitting it, but the fact that we're too high up for that to happen, it does make you think there's something out there tapping. And the fact that it's doing it, like, not constantly, it's just every so often you're hearing it. You hesitantly approach the door. Oh, God damn it. Why? No! Oh no. I don't want to. You stare intently at the curtain in front of it, wondering what would happen if you drew them back. I'm assuming that a very strappingly handsome mothy skeleton is probably going to be there. Oh wait, the mothy skeleton's got the sleepy dust, right? Oh, poo. Your head feels fuzzy. Shit! It's the sleepy dust! No! No! Dang it! You reach forward and grasp the curtain. You pull it back and see the Siren? It must be him. Big blue wings fall behind his back. He has 2 large fuzzy antennas perched on top of his head. Thick blue spiked shells have formed around the lower half of his legs and arms, like armored gloves and boots. He has 4 arms now and a white furry mane. Okay, so I got the reason why, I'm just going to clarify this as well, why the sprite doesn't have a white fuzzy mane, because whenever I was trying to get the sprite to work, the fuzzy white mane kept, like, literally messing up with the thing I'm using to record. It was driving me up the freaking wall, so that's why the mane is not white, okay? Just to clarify, I know it's supposed to be white, but this was the best I could do. Nobody complain. Hybrid. He's a hybrid? A siren and war and a moth out of it? Oh, dang it. Oh, dang it. With a clawed hand, he taps on your balcony door. He's smiling at you. I mean, fair play to him, he actually found me. It took him a while, but he did find me. You see in the city lights that with each shiver of his wings, blue dust falls off him and seeps into the cracks beneath your balcony door and nearby window. With the curtains drawn back, you see your apartment is slowly filled with the dust. Oh, is he doing that on purpose? Oh, fudge. Signs now. God damn it. Open the door, the siren tells you, and you open the door. Oh gosh, darn it all. There you are. He coos. Come here, it's time to leave. But this is my apartment, though. I've got a really nice apartment. Wait! You stumble into his outstretched arms. Oh, shit. Oh, dang it. He holds you close. Don't worry. I will never let you out of my sights again, he murmurs sweetly to you. Oh god, yeah, because he seriously can't freaking trust us, because we promised we'd be back and we weren't. He folds his wings around you. Oh, fudge me. You are forever mine. Ending 4, no one finds you again. Oh, well then. Let this be a lesson to you folks. Always reassure your siren you're coming right back and actually follow through with it. Otherwise, he will eventually find you. And then no one will find you again after that. I don't know if this technically means he still turns you into a siren in this ending, or he just honestly just takes you somewhere else. He probably takes you back to his den, since it was established he has a den, because he tries to take you there. Dang it, though! He can still use the siren-y voice. Which, am I surprised he can use it? No, because Dadster does the same thing. He can use it as well. Dang it. I am very, though, heavily impressed with the fact that he's able to track you down. So I am really curious how exactly he manages to do that. Is it because you are his soulmate and he can feel like the pull from you? Maybe that's how he finds you? Or just, he generally just followed that sweet smell. Or just stay determined. I mean, determination gets you far, regardless if you are monster, beast, or human. Determination. Either way. He didn't hurt us. He made us get a little bit sleepy, so that way then we wouldn't freak out either. But obviously, the second he talked, you literally had no choice in the matter. You were back under him. I will give Sans credit, though. He doesn't, like, straight away use it on you. He's at the door banging, meaning he could just talk to you right then and there, but he chooses to, like, wait for you to see him, and then he talks to you, which makes me curious, like, does the siren song only work? No, that wouldn't make sense, would it? The siren song would still be able to work, because it's not like the doors are soundproof. So, it's just in general. But that was pretty. I liked that. That was like really sweet. And the fact that he is that like taken with you, that he is willing to, you know, track you down to bring you back. And like he said that he's not gonna let you out of his sights again, because the second he let you out of his sight, he lost you and he had to go and find you again. So that just shows like how very like attached he is as well to you, and how very determined that, yeah, at this point you tried to wander off too far and he's gonna be like, no, come here, look, you just come with me, you'll be safe, and then I can keep an eye on you, and then nothing's gonna happen to you, and I don't need to worry about you anymore. Clearly I need to be on top and, you know, be fully like focusing on you, because if I let you out of my sight for a second, anything could happen. You know, I need to make sure that nothing happens to you, because, you know, I'm not letting the same thing that happened to my pod happen to you. I'm gonna make sure that you stay where I can see you, which again was kind of cute in his own way. The fact that he did, you know, go to find you, and then he did find you, and then he was being ever so gentle with you too. I mean, he could have easily, like, broken the window and reached for you and, like, yanked you, but he didn't. He didn't do that. He had you open the door. So that was cute. I really can't see any wrong here. And again, like, I can't put any blame on MC. There was nothing she could do in that situation. She just, you know, went to investigate a noise. Most people do that. Most people would also, though, technically go and grab a crowbar or grab anything in general, just in case there is something out there and you need to defend yourself. She didn't exactly do that, but to be fair, the room had probably already started filling up with that sleepy powder the second Sans appeared there, because it just comes off of his wings and goes underneath the door easy. So yeah, we're just groggy. I am curious if maybe he was affecting like the nightmare thing, and what exactly the nightmare was that we had there, because we had a nightmare at the start as well, but it was a good one about you being with someone, which I think is to do with Sans. So I don't know. But had we not woken up, we wouldn't have heard the tapping. So yeah, I don't know. I like that ending either way, and it was nice to see that we get to see the moth and the moth's ability actually being used as well. I like that ending. It's a bad ending, but I didn't find it be bad at all, because like I didn't feel like I was in danger. My Prince Charming just decided to come and find me, you know, like Lassie's like, little Timmy's in the well, we need to go save him, or something along those lines. I can't remember. I've never watched Lassie in my life, so Either way. I mean, he's just doing his job. He's just being a guardian. He's just watching out for you. I can't blame him for that. He's just doing what comes natural to him. And, you know, I'm none the wiser. I don't know. My character at this point is not aware that Sansa's killed anyone. At all. Whatsoever. So, yeah, let's go now and see if we can find ending 5. I also need to make sure, like, how long this has been. If we reach the 1 hour mark, we'll probably have to do the other endings in another video. So, let's see how we're situated with the time. Okay, now for another bad ending. So by here, what we've already found is that slug of a man, Dr. Greenberg, sadly, unfortunately died. Oh dear. Either way, we've come back the other day after, like, talking with Dad. We've come back now to see Sans the following day, and we brought with us a notepad and a pencil for him to write. And here we go. He holds up the notebook to you. In scratchy, barely eligible writing, it reads, no ear cloth. Because Sans doesn't know what to call them. They're called noise-cancelling headphones, but I like the fact he called them no ear cloth. That was hilarious. You blink. No headphones? He wants to get rid of the headphones. You give him a long look, and he keeps smiling at you. So what I did here was, of course, agree. And what happened after that was MC, of course, made it clear to Sans just as she was about to take them off, set her boundaries, telling him, like, okay, I'll do this, but you have to make sure not to use the Siren voice on me, okay? You trust me and I'll trust you. So, down by here, though, it says, not yet, you don't feel safe enough to do that. Now, I didn't choose that because, to me, I thought to myself, well, if I put my faith in him, maybe he'll, you know, vice versa, you know, because he's gone to know us a bit now. I mean, he's willing to talk. He wrote on the notepad. That's a sign he's willing to listen. And he really does want to talk to you. So if you put a little bit of faith in him, then you'll get it back. And I was right. So not trusting him probably is going to be a bad option. But let's find out. What I'm guessing is going to happen is for us, like, hesitating by here, I feel like he's going to take action. And he might get upset that we're not trusting him enough. Even though, you know, we trusted him to write on a piece of paper with a pencil. And we're up close to him. And yet we're still not willing to take off the headphones. I feel like that's not going to go down well with him. I feel like he might feel betrayed. Or, like, take it the wrong way. Would not surprise me. Because he's still a fragile baby at this point, so let's find out, was this a really bad idea? Probably was. Not yet, you don't feel safe. He taps again, his expression darkening. You shake your head. No, you don't trust him yet. He taps again. Okay, he's becoming more and more like, ooh, Sans is not, Sans really wants them off. I don't trust you, you say. Oh, god damn it. Why did my MC freaking tell him that? Why? Why in the earth would you tell him that? Why did you even remotely think that was a good idea, dum-dum? You freaking idiot. You are dealing with an apex predator and you're like, oh no, I don't trust you yet, sorry. You didn't even say sorry either. She should have elaborated, saying, look, I want to take them off, but I don't know if I can fully trust you. You know, elaborate. Tell him why you don't trust him. You know, something. Don't just say, I don't trust you. No wonder he's gonna take this through. Oh no, his tail slaps in the water, troubled by this. Hurt is apparent in his gaze for a brief second. Oh no, we hurt him. Before it closes off in his ring of, vanish. Oh no, I don't like it when they do, the no wise thing, because that's normally where Undertale Sans is like, you dirty brother killer. You know, and then he just shows that, you know, he means business. He will destroy you. Unsettled by his reaction, you take a step away. No, don't. Don't show fear. God damn it, woman. That was not the correct thing to do. You think, you dumbass? You absolutely think? You just told me you didn't trust him. And then, you know, he's showing you the side of him where, of course, it's understandable why he's reacting this way. He really wants you to trust him. He literally lets you come up to him. And he's showing. And you still won't trust him. And you tell it to his face? I mean, no offense, Tor, but a bit insensitive here. I understand that you're kind of not thinking smart here, character, but rude? Rude? Still? That was not the correct thing to do. Yet you think stepping away from a predator is a good idea. He lunges out of the water with such speed. You have no time to react and he grabs your ankle and yanks you to the ground. You hit the ice with a hard whack and your vision doubles as your head drops. Okay, this is the first time he's actually hurt us. He pulls you into the hole with him while you're dazed. Oh no! Oh no! Burning pain sears through you. It's a shock of agony that overtakes every nerve in your body. The bitter cold is too intense for your brain to process, so it felt as if you were being submerged in lava instead of ice water. In the second it took you to fall into the water, you feel the headphones have been pulled off. Oh no. It's okay. It's okay. The pain ebbs away, a sweet melodic voice fills you. Your mind and lulls you into relaxation. You can trust me, the voice sings to you. Oh, honey. Skeleton hands grip the side of your face. One deep breath in. Let everything go. You obey the voice and suck it in. And then, that's the thing you remember. Bad ending 5. You can trust me. Okay, so it's similar to what he did in the fourth no, not in the fourth ending. In ending 3, is it? Because ending 4 was the moth. He got hurt in this. I'm really surprised that he still wanted to turn her into a siren after that. I'm honestly surprised that he still wanted to turn her into a siren. I wouldn't have blamed him had he probably gotten really upset and, done something else. But then again, considering he saw the heart thing, yeah. Because again, to him, it makes sense why it's a betrayal, because you're the one who showed the soul to him. And it's something that you only do to someone that you love. You can understand then why he was getting so confused and why he felt so upset there. Because it's pretty much you just, you were teasing him or something. He must have had so many things going through his poor little head and through his weird little heart there. He needs a hug. I don't know if I should be mad at MC, slightly upset at Sans, or, just feeling like, MC, you got off easy on this one. You really should have had a bit more of a different outcome for that, because damn you mess playing with his little heart. Again, even though telling my character in their defense is not aware that by showing their soul, Sans literally has already considered you pretty much married to him. Maybe this is how he deals with marriage counsel. Maybe this is the way to deal with your wife. Either way, I feel so bad for him. Also, MC, stop being stupid and reacting that way in front of a freaking animal that can kill you. Or in front of just anyone in general. Don't show fear, for God's sake, woman. Dang it. But you can trust me, the ending is called. Because, yeah, after that you do trust him. Because, again, he technically is keeping you safe. He's keeping you away from the people that have destroyed his pod, too, so... God, I just can't seem to find any way to, blame Sans for his reaction. I can justify a lot of the time why he does something. Dang it. I'm so sorry, MC. But you're kind of stupid. No offense. Sometimes, given the situation, I guess maybe because of, everything that happened in that moment, at least she acknowledged that she did a bad move. As soon as she did it, she was like, oh shit, I messed up. I did it dumb. And then, yeah, Sans lunged. Sans is, right there. He can reach you and be... Dang, he did. He slammed you down into the freaking thing. But I guess the reason why he did that as well was to, try to, probably to make sure that you couldn't run. He didn't bother, because he couldn't get the headphones off. Yeah, that makes sense. So, the reason why Sans didn't just... That makes sense in it. Okay, so I can justify what actually happened there. It's because of the fact we had the headphones on. He couldn't get them off us. That's why he had to take the extreme thing where he jumps up and yanks you and slams you down, because he tries to make you disorientated. Because he needs the headphones off for him to use the voice on you. That's why we didn't have the same outcome. That's why he had to use more force. He probably didn't want to go that far, but because he couldn't get you to willingly take them off, he had to, you know, force you to. He had to disorientate you by smacking you into the ice, making you get dizzy, then dragging you into the water, then he could take them off, because he couldn't just yank them off right then and there. I mean, technically he could have tried, but yeah, okay, I can understand what Sans did again. Gosh darn it all, I can justify a lot of things. Damn, poor baby got hurt. No. Twinkle chiming in again. I'm going to try and make this as short as possible. Probably going to epically fail. So first of all, 10 likes to get another video that will feature the loss of the bad endings. There's 9 in total. We got 4 more to go. So if you want to see that, 10 likes. As soon as the goal is hit, you get that juicy episode. And on top of that, there'll be 1 more episode after that because I found some new stuff while I was looking for these bad endings. That aside, there is some other games that I really am excited to cover, but I can't talk about them yet because they're not out yet, so I need to keep hush. But I will say it'll be worth the wait. Like, they're deliciously amazing. Absolutely love them. So, on top of that, we will be resuming If Mafia Fell and some of the other ones because I need to complete them and get those playthroughs up because I don't want to, like, be caught with my socks down before, like, we get another update and then I'll be like, I'm so behind. So yeah, we're gonna do that. On top of that, some of the other games you guys wanted me to do other choices on will also be getting uploaded as well. I think I covered everything, I'm not sure. So now I'm sitting here thinking to myself, did I forget to say something important? I feel like I have. Oh well, I guess I'll have to wait till next time whenever I remember, because I never write anything down. That being said, if you have gotten this far in the video, I'd love to hear your own opinions. Or do you agree with my points I made about the bad endings? About my reasons for why I think certain things went the way they did? Or like how you think MC probably should have responded to some of them? Would love to hear, really. And on top of that, I will say that I will be responding to all of the Siren Call comments for every single video in one of the upcoming videos coming. So yeah. Other than that, maybe we should throw in a hashtag. Hashtag hug Sans, because poor baby needs hugs. Some of those endings were pretty bad for him, and I totally feel like he freaking needs a hug. Especially after the betrayal. How dare MC do that? That being said, good night, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And remember, 10 likes and get another one.